my dear crafters. So today we have our last treat box, our last project from my Halloween 2024. And I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. Today we have this beautiful, great size treat box again. Look at that. Very simple to make. You will see we have this little ribbon here, and it's actually like a matchbox. And you can fit some Hershey's, you can fit some Kisses, you can fit any kind of candies that you have. This is great for your coworkers, for the kids that are special to you, that you really want to make something special for them, your grandkids or your own kids or your friends, to give it to your neighbors. So it's really a great, beautiful gift and very thoughtful. So let me show you another one. You can also use these Ghirardelli's, the caramel milk chocolate squares. They fit at least 3 here. I have 2, 1, 2, but you can fit another one. So that's a great, great size that fits a lot of these chocolates that you can find that are very easy to find. And this is the one that we're going to make together. Look how cute this is. Let me just get this unstuck because I think some glue was... So there you go. This is the one that we're making together. You see how simple and quick it is to make. I'll have all the instructions and the measurements will be below, okay? Thank you so much. So let's look at the tutorial. So we're going to begin by making the drawer, okay? So the internal part. And for that, you need a piece of paper that is 7 inches by 8.5. So we're going to score it on the 7-inch side. Let me just move here so you can see. At 1 1/4, 2.5, 4.5, and 5 3/4. I'm going to turn, and the 8.5 side we're going to score. The beginning is the same, so 1 1/4, 2.5, and then 6 and 7 1/4. So now I'm gonna move that aside, and let me show you here. I'm going to just burnish all the scoring lines. So there, if you look at every corner here, we're going to make a reinforced box, okay, or drawer. It would be, if you think about a lidded box, it would be the bottom. So every corner here, we're going to cut off these 3 squares, okay? So I'm going to show you one, and then I will do the rest off camera because you don't need to see me doing the same thing. That. And this one here. So there. See how I cut this? And this part here, I'm going to cut first the corners, and then I'll show you what to do next. So I have finished all corners, so 3 on each. And now what we need to do is, this is going to become a flap. So basically we're going to do this on all 4 sides. We're going to cut and just cut here the sides at an angle. So we're going to do this to all these here, okay? So here we go, and this is why we call it reinforced. So we're going to glue this like this, and then fold it over and fold it over here, so it will be reinforced. So the other thing that I'm going to do is, let me see here. No, you don't need it. Okay, there you go, we're done. So all we need to do now is remember that they all have this ribbon here coming out, so we need to cut a little space here. For that, we're gonna choose which side. So this one has more gold, so that's the one that I want. So we're going to cut something right here in the middle, and I'm just going to get my Fiskars, I'm going to kind of eyeball it. It has to be, let me zoom in because this is so far for you. I know more or less how, see, you get your ribbon here just to know how wide it is. And I'm going to cut right here in the middle. There you go. Just get the slit out of there. It should be wide enough. Let me just see. Yep. So you're going to fold your ribbon. This is a really nice way of doing your boxes. This one is a little crooked, but that's fine. It's just a tutorial, right? So there you go. And we're going to add a little bit of double-sided adhesive to keep it in place. I think this is too long. On one side here, and on the other too. Gonna hold this and put this down, and now we just need to remove the adhesive, and then we push down one side of the ribbon, remove the other side, push it up, and there you go. We have our ribbon here, and this is going to be covered because, well, now what we do is we're going to glue the sides. Let me zoom out a little bit. This is a little bit too close. So we're going to close the tabs here. So put some glue on the tabs. And then you make sure that this is aligned here. So it's perfectly aligned. Get your bone folder, press it down, yeah. Do the same thing, and I'm gonna do on all 4 sides, okay? And then I'll show you how to finish your drawer. So same thing here. Now I'm gonna do all 4, I mean the other 2. So there we have it. So the next thing we're going to do, and that's what the reinforcement is. The moment we glue we fold it in and we glue all these 4 sides, your box will be sturdier, okay? So we'll start by doing this, and this is when you cover. So that's why I don't have to worry about that, because it's going to be covered by the paper. So I'm just gonna use my bone folder here to make sure that it's pressed in. And now the other side. And then I'll show you something that you usually have to do on the longer sides. This one is usually fine, and then the longer ones you usually have to cut a little bit, because you added some paper here on the side, so I'll show you what happens sometimes. So if you try to fold it in, sometimes, see, this is a little bit, it's not gonna go down comfortably. This one I think is kind of fine, so you just cut like a hair on both sides and it will be fine. So there you go, a little bit here. It's really just a little tiny sliver of paper, just so that it slides in well. So fold it in, and you have your reinforced box, which in this case is a drawer. I would really love to hear your opinion on this series, the Halloween, I was gonna say Christmas, Halloween series. If you liked it, if you have a favorite. I really like when you guys comment, you know, to have some feedback. You know, when you create content, it's really weird because you just put it out there and then that's it. Don't really have a lot of feedback, even here on YouTube. Podcast is worse, I have to say. There you go. So we finished our beautiful box, which is a drawer in this case. See, it's very sturdy because we reinforced all four sides. So beautiful, isn't it? I have this piece of paper here that I already cut to fit here on right at the bottom. It's just another detail, decoration detail. You do not have to do this at all. Doesn't need anything, but I just wanted to, and I, you know me, I always like to add a little something else, and I like to give you guys ideas too. So I'm just gonna press this down, my bone folder. See, it's just something that adds a lot. You can also add to the sides here, like I did, I believe, with this one. No, that's not the one. The other one I did. So if you look here on the sides, I actually added something there. So there you go. We're done with this. Now we have this beautiful golden handle here. Very easy. You just use whatever you have in terms of, this is 1/4 of an inch ribbon, just so you know. So now let's cover it up. Now I have the bottom part, the drawer, and I have a piece of paper here that I cut already, and it's 7.5 by 3 5/8 of an inch. Don't worry about the measurements, I'll have it all below. So I'm not going to score it because, believe me, I tried many different ways of doing this. This is really the best way. If you score it, you never get it right. So you just place it here, and I'm using these lines to help me out. And I'm going to position this box a little bit to the left. Actually, I'm going to do it to the right because we're going to fold this paper over the box. And with our hands, because I'm here aligning, with our hands, we're just going to press it in and fold it with our hands, okay? So there you go. Here's another folding line here. This is really the easiest, quickest, and most precise way of doing this. And then we're going to do the same thing with the right side, making sure that it's all aligned, the paper, and we're going to press with our fingers. Now that we have that, all the folding lines, we're going to fold it in and help. Just press it with your bone folder, making sure that this is aligned, because when you do it with your finger, it's never perfect. But if you make sure that the paper is centered and aligned on both sides, it's gonna work just fine. So one more. I tried, you know, getting the scoring lines right, but the measurements were like weird. So there we go. So we're going to fold it in like we did before. So we have our box here, and what we're going to do is just glue it in place. We know where the paper is folding here. So you just add some glue all the way to where you know the paper comes. So all the way here. And then there you go. We have a perfect wrapping for your, and then I am just going to remove this, to remove the drawer, and just help with my bone folder here. So there, and we are kind of done. All I need to do now is to decorate it. So I want this to be facing this way. It goes in like that, perfectly, see? It's perfect size. And we're just going to add two things here, just as a decoration. I have this beautiful This is from last year, all the leftover. I'm trying to use all my leftovers. I've told you this before. So all the things that I didn't use. So we're going to put this little lady here, flying. Little witch. They make Halloween fun. And then I'm going to use, this is like a candle holder, but it's going to become a light fixture because I'm just going to turn it around and yeah, on the left side here. We're going to position that. That's just decoration. You decorate with whatever you have at hand. I'm sure you have your ephemera, your stamped images, your cutouts, whatever you have, use to decorate. So there we go. We have this beautiful box, lots of gold. I added some, this is a washi tape that I have, a very thin one. And here we have our box. Perfect. Let me get the other ones. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed my series. I did it with a lot of love as usual. I really put a lot of thinking on my project. So there you go. We have 3 beautiful boxes. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween, and I really do hope you find the time to make some of these treat boxes that I taught you. Thank you so much, and you have a great day.